Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction and review for Boku no Hero Academia chapters 167 and 168. Last week, the chapter didn't come out until like Monday well, I guess that's when is the official Monday. But the scanlations didn't come out any earlier than the official translation, so I just didn't read it because I didn't even catch that it was out until like Monday. And then this week a similar thing happened. It came out overnight last night, middle of the night for me, with scanlation sites that I trust. I know it was probably out before then, scanlated somewhere. I don't know. We'll have to see when it starts coming out, because I don't know if I'm going to have to change the time I have to be ready for it to come out and to do the video as soon as possible. So this is a bit of a weird circumstance, because the last 2 weeks have been weird with timing. Also, when I read, of course, reading and reacting for my first time, obviously, but I'm not going to do the thing where I read and then just go back through and say part by part, oh, I liked this, I didn't like this, because I feel like that might get kind of repetitive, or you might feel like, oh, it's a waste of time, just get into the next chapter. So I'm just going to read this, and of course I usually talk about things as I read them, to an extent, and then when I'm done with it I can give some general thoughts, things I liked, didn't like, or whatever. There's not a ton of super serious stuff going on right now, so I think that I'll be fine to do that. It's not like we'd be missing out on anything from me just going back through it. So yeah, just explaining that's the way I'm going for this. So let's get into reading it. We just finished them making friends with the children and all of that. So we get to see where this leads. So chapter 167 first, the number one hero starting line after completing their mission. It feels like the old days where I was doing like 4 chapters of video catching up. After completing their mission. Thank you so much. I'm beyond grateful right now, says the cute teacher. Teacher is waifu. Stand back a little. It's dangerous here, says Todoroki as Bakugo's just blowing stuff up. You want me to help with cleanup duty? Fine by me. I'll blow up every last piece of shit in this room. You talk big, but you still help. So, TYSM. Thank you I have no idea. No idea. Thank you something M. Thank you so much. I don't know, that is not an acronym I'm familiar with, and I'm on the internet constantly. Clean up, everybody clean up. Yeah. Yoadash in the background. Just great. I've really come around to Yoadash's character so much. And the kids chime in, okay. Oh, that one is so adorable. The one with the little flower things on her head. Oh my god, it's so cute. And then, 5PP Man. Check out my quirk. It can make the ice pieces disappear when it eats them. It's Shoto, not 5PP Man. And wow, that's amazing. Your quirk would be fantastic for disaster rescue missions. It would. Yeah, it would. I can't believe they're behaving so well right now, says waifu teacher. Actually, they were well behaved to begin with, which is what made them so tricky to deal with. Their attitudes are representative of their opinions of adults. However, their full willingness to unleash their quirks on other people is very worrying and needs education and correction. Although we are heroes, we are not capable of watching them 24/7. That's up to teachers like you to teach them all about quirks. Can you do that for us? Says Gang Orca. Yes, of course. You've given us this huge opportunity, and I won't let it go to waste. I promise to teach and guide them on the right path. And they're playing with Bakugo's little grenade arm things. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again. I'm sorry, you're actually a good person and you understand us. Can we talk again sometime? Says the little girl with Kami. Sure, once you get a cell phone we can totes talk. The task was to cooperate and move the hearts of these children. Nice job tackling this lazily planned assignment. He was being lazy and he knew it, they think. And good job to everyone else for keeping up. Burn today's training into your memories and strive even further the next time. All of you are filled with potential and, stupid brats. Sir, yes, sir. He actually loves kids. He just puts up a front, says President Mike. Hey, I was thinking about it, and I really like you, even our quirks work well together, says Yoarash. That's so, says Todoroki. Shut the fuck up, says Bakugo. TBH, Bakugo, you'd, be a total bachelor if you just shut the fuck up, you know? You wanna try? Says Kami. I love Kami, too. Then, they're all walking out. Yoarash realizes something, and it's Endeavor, Present Mike, and All Might talking to, the, Shishikurash and the Shiketsu teacher. Shishikura, that was his name. Shitkura. OMG, Shishikura, chatting up All Might. You're such a model student. OMG, so what's the buzz? Man-to-man about life? We're talking about you, you idiot. Seriously? That's Gray. God, I freaking love Kami. We were talking about how the League also laid a hand on schools other than UA. Though Shiketsu and UA haven't worked together very much in the past, we're discussing plans to share information and cooperate a lot more. We still don't know the enemy's motive for targeting you, but we hope to shed some light on that with this partnership. That's so great! Shishikura's face as she is just taking this tranquilo. I freaking love it. We hope to foster good relations and work together to improve during joint training sessions. Next time I'll fucking beat your faces in, says Bakugo to Shishikura. How rude, why are you always so violent and vulgar? Learn your place, you boorish animal. Who do you think you are, my mom? Long time no see, Shoto. It's kind of a weird way to address him. I mean, it's not even been that long since we've seen both of them together in a scene. So we have Endeavor and Todoroki. You've changed quite a bit, he says, and then gets swatted away. Quit it. Shoto, I am proud to call you my son. And Shoto is angered. Yoarash watching on. And so I will endeavor to become a hero that you can be proud of, says. I will be the #1 hero, and you can brag that your father is the greatest man in the entire world. Do whatever you want, he says. These 3 panels. Yoarash nailing himself and Kami in the background. I'm done. I love both of those characters so much, so I hope to see Shiketsu a lot more. Endeavor, he says, running forward. I'll be rooting for you, he says. Thanks. You're bleeding a lot there, boy. And I love that in order to be the kind, better person, Yoarash punched himself in the face to snap him out of his anger and antipathy towards Endeavor, to be able to wish him well because he knows it's the right thing to do. Alright then, shall we go? Says All Might. Little by little, both Endeavor and the students are all moving forward. Sometimes they get stuck, and sometimes they look back, but still they walk on, one step at a time, ever moving forward. And I like the story it's telling here with Endeavor of him not being a student, him being at the top, him being the #1 hero, but he's still learning. So I like that. A few days later. September passed by in a flash, and October has just begun. Summer's disappeared without a trace, and the temperature has dropped dramatically. We see Izuku in class. After all that happened, All Might and Mr. Aizawa brought all of us interns to attend Night Eye's funeral. And we see all the interns. After finishing up the reports and discussions at school and the hero agencies, all the interns remained in a wait-and-see status. And we see Ryukyu and Fat Gum. One of Night Eye's sidekicks, Centipeder, took over operations at the agency. They said that they're ready to welcome Takata Senpai back any time. And then there's little Eri. She finally regained consciousness, but is still emotionally unstable. Mr. Aizawa said that since we don't know if or when she might lose control again, visits are prohibited for the time being. And we learn one more thing. Aries' quirk power is emitted from the horn on her forehead. Apparently, as heat builds up, the horn shrinks more, and that's why it's just a bump on her head now. Okay. And it's not the prettiest of math questions, but anyway, try to work out this definite integral. Raise your hand if you know the answer. We have ectoplasm in class now. So that means if Aries' horn shrinks as she uses her quirk, does that mean there's a finite use to it and then she'll be normal after a while? Either way. Wow, Mr. Ectoplasm gets pretty into his hobbies. Thinks, oh, Jiro, me no understand. We have Kaminari. Then, Yaoyorozu is just silently writing. It's good to see all these characters again, finally. Even the top student, Yaoyorozu, is struggling. This is a math problem from hell, thinks Tokiyami. Starts and then Izuku scratching his head violently as he's writing. Midoriya? It's 107/14. Incorrect! Yaoyorozu. The answer is 107/28. Correct. Now on to the next page. You were close. Did you make a mistake somewhere? Says, Mineta. Lunch. What is that face? Ectoplasm. Lunch. Deku, you were pretty intense back there. It's good to be enthusiastic in your studies. Now we must refuel for afternoon classes. Let's hurry and beat the lunch rush. Been forever since we've seen all these characters, it feels so weird. I mean, it's been weeks, I guess. Also, it might just be me overthinking it, but ever since that day... Okay, I'm starving. I noticed something strange happening. It's Izuku thinking, I think. Then here, have some cheese. We have Aoyama put cheese in his mouth. The horror panels. Whoa, you scared me. Cheese. It's Pont l'Evêque cheese. It has a soft and welcoming taste. Huh? Oh, no thanks, I'm good. I'm still chewing the same piece. Would you like to join us, Aoyama? I saw that you were eating lunch alone during the tournament. None. Food at the cafeteria simply does not suit my palate. And then he goes off to eat alone again. It appears there are many different tastes in the world. Well, we won't force you. See you later. Something very strange. Yes, even with Aoyama's eccentric way of carrying himself, it's still very difficult to tell what he's really thinking. It's already 10 o'clock. I've got to go to sleep. We see he's watching through Izuku's window, and he had begun to show his true nature. Thanks for waiting, everyone. He finally makes his move. This seems a little bit out of nowhere. Aoyama becoming creepy. Let me get some water, because my voice is failing. And you know this happens when I read for reviews and stuff sometimes. My voice will like go away really badly, and then it'll just crack and come back. But yeah. So that was a good chapter. Like I said, one of my favorite parts. I love how we're still seeing Endeavor grow. Even the number one hero is still a person who is growing as a person and as a hero. And we get to see a lot more of the characters and their relationships. Yoarash is such a good character. I freaking like him. I love Kami too. Love Kami. I like seeing all the characters from 1A again. Hopefully we get to see some more of them. And we're getting into some weird stuff with Aoyama that I don't really feel had much build-up. I didn't really see this coming. But either way, let's read chapter 168, Aoyama's Eccentricity. Dazzling, brilliant, gorgeous, bright, glittering, glorious, sparkling. None of these adjectives are enough to describe my radiance. So I wonder if we're getting some kind of crazy backstory or something. Not sure where this is leading at all. Oh, so we're continuing right on with him watching Izuku sleep. In the deep of the night, he peers in through the window. Don't totally get it. Oh wait, is he sneaking in? What the hell? And we have tapping turning into banging, and Izuku awaits. I love the way Horikoshi draws like his art is so good. I love the way he does. I mean, different body angles and stuff, you would almost think with the variety of art he can do that he were a hentai artist. Because usually they have, when they do like actual mainstream manga, they usually have the best variety in facial expressions and angles and stuff. But yeah, I love the art, especially these horror expressions. They're always so good. What was that noise? Was that Aoyama just now, right? Huh? Why was he out on the veranda? What was he doing? And why? That was friggin' scary. What should I do? Oh, and I forgot. They all live together now. They're all in the dorms. I forgot that it wasn't just Izuku back at his house. He lives in the next room over, so why go out of his way to use the veranda? Should I pay him a visit? No, this whole thing is so incomprehensible. I'm too scared. What could he have wanted? Okay, so he didn't sneak in. It looked for a second there like he slid the window and snuck in. So, Izuku opens the curtains then. Text written in cheese says, I know. Cheese. Again, the horror. The next morning. No running in the hallways. Go as fast as you can without actually running. We have Ida and Uraraka yelling. 1 minute before the start of class, you just barely made it. Pipe down, it's too early for your shenanigans, says Sero. You shouldn't be staying up so late. It'll throw off your autonomic nervous system. Sorry about that, class prez, says Izuku. Surprise! Aoyama, I was too scared to sleep because of you. Thanks, Izuku. I haven't talked to Aoyama very much, and Aoyama isn't really the kind of person who actively involves himself with others. Seeing, click click, my girl again, midnight. He's a free-spirited guy who simply says whatever he wants, whenever he wants to. That was my image of him, but his conduct during the training camp and the provisional license exam, Ida told me about it while overcome with emotion, was undoubtedly heroic. What could he want with me? I wonder if he has some special reason. If that's the case, I can't exactly tell everyone and make a big deal out of it. Maybe what he's talking about is him knowing that Uraraka has a crush on him because he has brought that up before. That could be what he's talking about. I doubt it's the All Might thing. But it could be. Maybe he's just really perceptive, and that's what we're building to, is that he's a really perceptive guy. But either way. Hey Mineta, did you hear about this, says Kaminari? Is it R-rated? Nah, suitable for all ages. Melt Lady is forming a team with Edgeshot. Kamui Woods is with him too. Did you say Melt Lady? The Lurkers, right? There have been rumors about it going around for a while now, says Jiro. A lot of heroes are teaming up lately, huh? Mount Lady's really moving up in the world. We should all team up when we're pros too. You know, if Uraraka made me float, we could make acid rain, says Ashido. That'd be brutal. Then I could control it with Sero's tape. What are you even talking about, Sero? And Koda, Shoji, and Jiro could do recon. I call it Team Rainy Day. Woo, says Jiro, unenthused. And Shoji and Koda just looking on in the background. What about us, says Kaminari and Mineta. You're not needed. Team-ups are more than just quirk compatibility. Your personalities have to be compatible as well, you know, says, Yaoyorozu. Just rubbing salt in the wound, Yaomomo, says, Hagakure. Move those feet, everyone, or we'll run out of time to change, says Ida. We're playing with remainders, okay? And they have Mineta and Kaminari trying to think of people to team up with, presumably. Now then, class, we have Sementos again. We'll be working on improving your special moves today as well. Last time, we charged you with developing at least 2 special moves. For those of you who haven't still come up with them, that is your task. If you already have, you'll be polishing them even further. Unbreakable. And we have badass Kirishima again. If you watch, I'll become so tough that even a guy like you won't be able to scratch me. And he's thinking about Rappa. I need to train myself so that I can take strikes on par with Rappa's. And for that... Bakugo, Sato, Midoriya, use me as your sandbag today. Give me everything you've got. You're just asking for a misunderstanding, says Sato. Sorry, but I'm gonna train alone, says Midoriya. Alright, so, you made any progress, says Bakugo. None at all. None at all, huh? I thought you were gonna surpass me. Kirishima, let me smash it with my howitzer. Yeah, that's fine. No, it's not. You'll blow up the whole building, says Sato. I was able to forcibly draw out up to 20% of my power, but even then, I wasn't able to win against Chisaki. I need to be able to use One for All at 100% under my power alone. Otherwise, I won't be able to beat villains or save people. Hey, watch this, says, Aoyama. There's just 20 different names, plus teachers and stuff going on, so it's like, it takes me a second half the time. So, he blows a hole straight through this rock. My new technique, naval laser buffet. And he's shooting, blasts from all out around him. Oh, here's one more. And he has a really thin one. He engraves into the wall. Phew. Do not know what that says. Oh, it's in French. As soon as I do it, I get a terrible stomachache though when he falls over. So why'd you do it now? Mr. Cementos, Aoyama's not feeling well, so can he sit out for a little while? You got it. If I'm gonna ask him, now's the time, thinks Izuku. So recently you were out on my veranda. When you said, I know, what exactly were you referring to? Your quirk doesn't suit your body, he says. You're just like me. Aoyama, what the hell is he? What do you mean, just like you? You see, I've always worn my support item, this belt, ever since I was a young boy. If I didn't, my naval laser would sometimes just fire of its own accord. It's a hereditary issue. I also suffer from my quirk not suiting my body. And then, Izuku looks sort of surprised. That's what the doctors told me. When you first enrolled, you were completely unable to control your quirk, right? So I've always thought we were alike, you and I. Ever since the internship started, you've appeared to be in a rush, even more so than before. Aoyama. Surprises are great, aren't they? I love surprises more than anything, you know, so I tried to do something that I thought would make me happy. So, how was it? Wasn't the cheese simply delectable? I don't have nearly enough courage to eat that. If you're always faced with nothing but pain, you'll never sparkle. I was definitely shocked at first, but he did all this just to cheer me up, thinks Izuku. Thanks. Your surprise definitely worked, Aoyama. And then Aoyama looks serious. Aoyama? He actually shit himself. I've gone and soiled myself. And that's how. This friendship... Aoyama shit himself. The friendship has moved, along with Aoyama's bells. Next time, a color page. I became good friends with Aoyama. A financier for you. Thanks, he says. Aoyama sure has been in a good mood lately, thinks Kaminari and Ashido. Okay, that was sort of weird and fillerish, but it was fun. I liked it. I like every chapter we get when it's between arcs and we get those few chapters that are just like the class and more development for them and just seeing what everyday class is like for them. Those are some of my favorite chapters. I like when it gets kind of slice of life-ish, because you can balance that. You can add the slice of life-ish stuff here and there and then still have the good arcs and adventures. I think that some shows even get kind of boring or underdeveloped when they're shonen that don't have those episodes or chapters where they just take some time to do that, to just show the characters in their natural environment every once in a while. So, yeah, I like that. Also, yeah, canon Aoyama pooping his pants, like actually happening in series. So weird. But yeah, that was it. I enjoyed both of those. Like where the series is going, especially since we're now going to be moving into another new arc, so we get to see what new thing we have waiting for us. But that's it. I've been reading for so long. So yeah, either way, like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you tell me what you thought of my thoughts of these two chapters, what you thought of these two chapters, anything of that, what you thought of these and what you thought of my thoughts. Did I mess that up and say something stupid? Either way, subscribe for more Boku no Hero Academia, much more on the channel, tons more. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. If you want a link to our Discord server to talk with me and more of us there, ask and I'll give you one. That's it. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all next time.